afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing this afternoon? Hopefully everyone's doing good. We're going to be heading out here shortly for our load going to Wyoming. Looked at the radar. It's not looking good. Possible weather moving in tonight. We are going to try to beat a little bit of it. If it gets too bad, I will pull off and we'll be shutting down if it gets too bad. We have a delivery time for Sunday, 1 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So I have to pick this load up here and see about getting things taken care of today and just being extra vigilant today. I'm hoping when I get to the Tyson plant, the load will be ready. Hello! So I'm hoping it'll be ready. I ended up taking a shower today and stuff like that. Good thing. I ended up taking a nice shower, getting myself ready for today. Yeah, we're gonna head down now, see if the load's ready. I can't call these people. I wish I could have known if the load was ready or not. And see and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna head down and see if it's ready, get it picked up, and just do that. If we have to, we'll drop the trailer and bobtail into the staging area and wait for it, and go from there. Yeah, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, we'll set it down there now so that way it can be. Ah, it's raining now. Jesus. I'm doing alright. I've had a good day. I've had a long day. We're going to see if the weather holds up a little bit for us and head down to our pickup location. With that and see what happens. So but yeah, we're gonna do that and see how it goes. But I'm going to first go ahead and turn on the reefer, get it ready for them. I guess they have to load this trailer, but they shouldn't, but yeah. I like my coffee, absolutely, which, by the way, that reminds me. That reminds me, you know what? I can make some in the truck. I got plenty of stuff to make it in the truck, so we're good. Alright, let's roll out, guys. It's gonna be a long night, I can already tell. I wish that guy hadn't parked there, but yeah. I'll have to do an inspection on my trailer. Do the inspection stuff, guys. So yeah, the weather is not looking good. Fortunately, it's not looking good, but that's okay. We can figure it out, get it together, you know what I mean? And do things like that and see how it goes. So yeah. Truck just turned out there's no need for it. Alright guys, we're gonna see how it goes today. Trailer inspection report. We're gonna be off the road in here, so let's roll. Okay, you're gonna have to go one way. Of course, I have to go all the way around because of the way the parking lot is set, you know? Just gonna run and see if our load's ready. I'm hoping it isn't, but if it is, that's fine. And depending on what I'm seeing on the map, will determine on what I do next. You know, there's plenty of parking here for now, but if I have to, I will shut down here and call dispatch and pay for parking. Want to do that, but if I have to, I will, you know? And I already got the receipt for the fuel washout and all that. I got a full reefer tank. I'm pre-cooling it now just in case you need it. And then, yeah, we're gonna go look at that. Somebody put a bloody car there. Why would they put the car in front of the what an absolute jerk. I swear. usual, traffic is just awful out here. Both lights are working. Bright lights are working. Yeah, both lights are working, guys. So yeah, we're good with the lights. Nice, but yeah. Fuck, I don't know. I'll go this way. Fuck it. It's gonna fucking get me in the right place one way or the other. I need to go that way. Fuck off. Alright, we'll go this way. It'll redirect me somehow. Doesn't really tell you which way to go here. I'll just go this way. I'll just go this way and have it do its recalculating on me and probably have to go that way. It'll be alright. Yeah, Reno and all that bullshit there, so yeah. What's 13 South? What? It's gonna have me do a loop around. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. pulling my way in there. Somehow. I will. I gotta let myself over first. See? Gotta let yourself over like that just to get yourself in a position to be able to move across. That way you can get back onto the freeway if and when needed. Keep laughing. No. Okay, I see what we're doing. Alright, that makes sense. Okay. That makes more sense now. It's very confusing, these places sometimes, the way they have the separated dividers. It can be a little bit daunting, actually. Howdy, everybody. Like you are. Wow. Well, the car in front of it could have, yeah, it's just one of those things, you know? No matter how you look at it, I wasn't going to get hours back till midnight, so that's alright, you know? I'm a big vehicle. I gotta take up 2 lanes sometimes just to make the turn right, you know? Gotta do things correctly here, guys. This is gonna be a very interesting turn. I have to take up more space than what people realize I cost. So when people see me turning, they cannot undercut me by much. They know that I gotta that's where I messed up the last time, so I'm not doing that again. And they say driving a truck is easy sometimes. Most of the time, can be. Other times, it's a right pain in the butt. You just have to learn to keep on your toes and keep your foot off the accelerator in the congested areas like Salt Lake City. Because now, I have to move over 2 lanes to get into the right lane. I also have to pay attention, make sure that I'm not holding up traffic to wherever, you know? I can't go in that lane, I'd be F'd. I gotta keep in this lane, but I was 2 lanes over. I had to move over. It's very challenging, sometimes difficult maneuver when you're around cars that don't understand how much space a semi needs, or blind spots, more importantly, it's blind spots. That is the most underestimated problem people see all these days is, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Yep. You know? So, that's the key. You gotta know the blind spots of a truck. Or at least have some knowledge of how much room do you gotta give a truck. Plenty of distance so you can see the truck and they can see you at most. It doesn't always happen. I'll be honest. Hardly ever happens when I'm driving. Look at one of my shorts on a motorcycle that I didn't see him at all. There was no way I could have seen him. He literally put a noise on my door and drove right past, and I had to slam on the brakes because I'm like, oh, hello, where did you come from? Like this car here. Hope he realizes I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm trucking along. I gotta pick this load up and be there so they know, oh, hey, I'm there to pick up the load. Let's get it loaded, you know? Then the fact that they're starting to check for parking tickets and not, like reserved parking tickets. I had to be out of there by 5 o'clock my time, which doesn't give me a whole lot of time. No matter what, I'm gonna have to move because of the entire parking lot, reserved parking lot in that area. Only a few spots are non-reserved. Everything else is, oh, you gotta pay. I'm not paying for parking. As much as I can help it, I don't. You know? On my clock. I gotta get down to this place in an hour. I think it's down to 3 hours. I'm trying to beat a storm. I gotta get into Wyoming, past this mountain. I gotta get past these mountains so I don't get caught up in chaining or anything like that. I'll flip and shut this truck down faster than Timbuktu. You know? I got confirmation from both safety and the company, both of them actually. They don't want you chaining up. You gotta put chains on, shut the thing down, and call us. It's almost like they'll fine you if you want to put chains on. I mean, they really, really, really do not want you driving if you gotta put chains on. And they almost encourage you to call them and say, hey, I got the chains on, I'm shutting down. That's almost like an incentive. You know, because they will reschedule this appointment if it needs to be rescheduled. There's no doubt about it. You know? Expecting you to have a double tanker there, driver. Oh, yes, sir. That's a first. 2 tankers. Woo! That's good. No kidding. You think I don't know that already? In the morning. No, 6:22 in the evening. Except it's not 6:22. It is 3 or something. I think. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what time it is. Fantastic. This traffic will get it. Peeled for people cutting into my lane unannounced. They like to do that kind of shit. bucket of a truck? Interesting. Hopefully everything's going well for you guys. Slow her down, slow her down, slow her down. Keep her slow, keep her slow. Hey Siri, call Nathan. Hey Siri, call Nate. Come on, hey, let's go. Hey, what's up? I had to go pick up my load. Hopefully it's ready by now. They have until 1 o'clock in the morning to get it loaded, but we'll see. Hey, well, let's put it this way. The lady was starting to check for passes on the parking stuff because it was getting time for them to do their parking pass stuff. So, I had to move. I'm like, well, since I gotta move, and every single spot in that Flying J is reserved parking. I mean, like maybe 20 spaces, 30 spaces are not. But a good chunk of that parking lot is all reserved parking. And they... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm waiting to see, when I get to my receiver or shipper, whatever they like to call these people nowadays, I get them damn thing. I get them all mixed up, you know that? I don't even care about the terminology, co-signee and co-signer, or co-signee and all that rubbish. My pickup point and my drop-off point, that's all that matters. My pickup and my unload. You know? My dispatch is like, so you got your 90? I'm like, ha! Ha ha! Ha! No. Why not? The load's not ready. Not gonna be ready between 5 o'clock in the afternoon till 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, trying to get the load. Oh. I tried. There's no number to call. Tyson does not give out a number anymore to the drivers because they got tired of people calling every single minute, every single day, every single second. So they stopped giving out the number. I called the number on the thing. Some lady answered named Kelly. I'm sorry, sir. Can you please tell your company to stop calling? I keep getting these phone calls. I'm like, ma'am, if I had the authority, I would take it off immediately. But all I can do is pass on the message that a whole bunch of other people have probably passed on, and we probably don't have the authority to remove it. So expect 1,900 more phone calls. Wait, that's what I beg your pardon. Oh, finally, after 9 hours. Golly. You gonna do a full 34 or you gonna just get back in the truck? What do you mean? You're gonna sleep in your truck tonight? Oh, there you go. Not bad. Yeah, my fiance is already asking, when are you coming in? 23rd. What time? Don't know. Ha! I know it's the 23rd. I don't know what time I'll be there. Say what? I won't know until the day before. If I'm lucky. Or the day of. possibility if the storms keep coming in the way they are, I might be stuck on the west coast. Are you? I think we all do, don't we? I'm not saying you shouldn't be tired. I'm just saying, are you tired? Or do you think you're tired? That's... What? That's good! That means you're looking at a $1,700 paycheck every single week. Yeah. Well, you should be able to sleep good tonight. You're at home. By the way, who's picking you up? Well, that's nice of him. That's jolly nice of him. You know? More traffic. God damn it. Like, our slim limit. Actually, I can do overnight parking. They did confirm that one. Yeah, you can overnight park if you have to. Absolutely. No, it's Tyson's policy. Well, to an extent it is. But the last place I was at, no, cannot park. But this place, hello, sir! You got me. I hate big cities. Oh, I hate them. Oh, jeez. I put 18 gallons of reefer fuel in my truck. If they're saying that's not full, I don't know what is. Because I had that thing overflowing at the nozzle. I filled that thing so far up, it was showing through the neck of the reservoir. Oh, that's a nice building. Who's that by? Oh, Mountain America. Sounds to me like an insurance scam, or an insurance firm, or a bank. Mountain America. What do you think that is, Nate? Mountain America? Hey, what? Yeah. Bed, right? It's still homemade. Better than the crap I was eating today. I just had Denny's. You know? Oh well, he'll be alright, you know? Laundry. Sorry, I didn't do that on purpose now. I didn't do that on purpose. Oh, was your grandparents there to pick you up, or are you calling them? And? Why do I think that's never gonna happen to you, that? You know? Look, I did the same thing to my fiance. I said, hey, I'm gonna be 20 minutes out. Get your parents started heading up there. 5 minutes out. Hey, you know, thinking, I don't get it either. Not hard to I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand. My fiance, she's 34. Well, she's gonna be 34. She's 33 right now. I think they're in their 60s. them to be late, but you know darn well that if we get the phone call, we have to be there on the spot, on time, 100% accurate. Yes, agree. It's like, hello? It's like, okay, my girlfriend's mom was at the store. She says, hey, I'm about done, be there in 10 minutes. Okay. I was 1 minute behind schedule. My God, I thought I was going to get my attitude off. You know? Holy crap, it's going to take 51 minutes. 51 minutes to go 20 miles. Are you gotta be kidding me? Dispatch is like, hey, are you heading to the pickup? Yeah, I'm heading to the pickup. I'll be there in an hour. You see that I'm rolling, you dingbats. Well, it's anywhere between 5 and 1 a.m. and I have to check in at the latest by 6:30, from what I'm told, in case they have to load my current trailer. But I'm like, well, I should have known that ahead of time. I would have been there sooner. Hence why I gotta be there by 6:30. But I'm like, if I would have had a proper number to call, if I would have had a right number to call, I would have called that number. But the number they listed is not the right number, and I have no way of finding out the right number because go figure, they don't advertise it. Hey, what? What is that? Oh yeah. I mean, I'm leaving like 2 to 3 car lengths, maybe 4. 2 to 3 car lengths ahead of me, just in case somebody cuts me off like a dingbat, you know? I already know where I'm going to park if I have to. I'm going to stay at the Tyson plant. Sorry, I'm not even going to be joking about that. Hey, I'm going to be shutting down here until morning when the snowstorm passes. Oh, jeez. How wonderful. What pictures do you have that I could possibly want? Good God. What do you mean? Is he in the middle of a storm? Or is he in the Caribbean smoking a cigar, having a margarita on the beach? Something I should do. Holy crap! Where the hell is that, sir? Oh my God. Is that on 70? Oh, no. No, thank you. I'll pass on that, thank you very much. What's he doing driving in that kind of weather? Good grandparents there. Nathan? Are your parents there? Oh. What's he doing driving in that kind of weather? Oh, good God. No, thank you. I'll pass on that, thank you. Colorado's just south of me, ain't it? If I'm not mistaken. I know I'm live in Utah. I just can't remember where Colorado is located. Adjacent or south of us? I know south of us. I just don't know if it's close. Alright, it's next to Nevada, I know that much. Which, I thought about taking 70 across, but my dispatch is like, don't do it. Do not, under any circumstances, go on 70. Why? Because that's mountains. At least you'll go through a little bit of mountains and have nothing but plains later. That's a fair point. You know? You got the... But you have the wind, sir. load of the night's going to be about pushing 76,000 pounds altogether. Manual cruise control has been deactivated. Why? I don't need it to be activated. Yes. Yeah, it does. If people don't stop coming close to my bunker, it's going to be a bad day for them. Nathan, why don't you call them? You know, I was going to say call them. Button dial. Call them. Hey, I'm here. Come pick me up, please. Oh, jeez. Well, that's the same point for driving around. Well, I agree. I will concur with that. I will agree with that decision. You don't know if they're driving right now, do you? Yo, have a good one. Hey, there you go. My buddy gets me on 34-hour reset. Something I should have been doing, but I'm not going to. At least we're moving along, which is nice. So it's not too bad. Getting there around 5:30, so isn't too bad. Oh, there's an IKEA! I thought IKEA was only in Europe. There's an IKEA right over there. Oh, I love IKEA stuff. IKEA is like Best Buy, except fancier. And I believe IKEA is German. I want to say it's German. I think it was founded in Germany. I think IKEA. I could be wrong. If somebody very would kindly look up IKEA, find out where it's founded at, and let me know, I would be greatly appreciated. Hey Siri, play Christmas music. Might as well listen to a little bit of Christmas music. Yeah, Christmas sound, please. Thank you. Hey, Charlie, you're not even playing. Are you? Hey Siri, play Christmas music. Is it the Netherlands? Sweet. Hi Amanda, how are you doing today? Thank you for calling the robot scheme. Golly, man. You just have to repeat one thing and they'll hang up real fast. Safely and efficiently. on, people, let me over. Like I've been here before. Why does it feel like I've been here before? It feels so similar. I bet I've been here before, like not to this particular area, but I bet you I've been in this area with another company that I works for. I bet you any money I have been, because this field looks awfully familiar. beautiful view this is, guys. Sorry guys, had to make a phone call about something. Ooh, pretty lights. Pretty lights. There are lights over there. They're pretty. Look at the mountains, guys. I don't know if you can notice that, but look at the mountains in the cloud cover, guys. Oh, is that pretty? Look at those mountains over there, guys. Like, seriously, look at those mountains. Look at those wonderful little mountains over there. They're not little. By no means am I calling them little. I'm just saying, holy moly. Beautiful. God, it's gorgeous, ain't it? Call sign, driver signature. Yes. Driver signature. Whew. Stick it actually back in my wallet. I have a tendency, yeah, you see, I have a tendency to just stick things back in my pocket.
You're good, as long as you got that back, because I was like,
No, this is the key thing. I always make sure I get it back. Now, I had actually driven off one time, the security lady forgot to give it back to me, and I had to drive back. I'm like, you forgot to give me my license? I'm so sorry, sir. Please forgive me. Yeah.
I get it. It's one of those things. Anyways, so while I go ahead and take a look at your order and everything, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and slide your tandems, and then once the tandems are slid, just wait for me and I'll be right back.
Alright, sounds good. So now we go back a little bit. And now we wait for them. Alright guys, we are going to do a 10-hour break here because the load's not ready yet. So, lovely. I'll let dispatch know that they're requiring me to do a 10-hour break here. So, yeah. Was advised that the load is not ready. They're having me do a 10-hour break. Waiting on product to be ready. Not sure when load will be ready. But they are having me do a 10-hour break here.
I got your process. You
Alright.
took a look at your order. You were right. It's about 1:30 the earliest. So
Alright.
go ahead and complete the order. I'm taking you about your 10 that way until
Yeah.
the morning.
Yeah.
Alright. I have a few things and I'm going to tell you where you go.
Okay.
5 miles an hour at all times.
Okay.
The driver has it right away.
Yeah.
I'm going to stress the 5 miles because we've had a few drivers already starting to go a little bit faster, hurrying up and stuff like that. Safety first.
Oh, absolutely.
Alright. You're going to go ahead and drop your trailer over here where the rear spot is, this line. We're going to take this right over here.
Uh-huh.
Go in through this driveway. We ask that you go out towards the back. There's a stop sign blocking you. Come down this straightaway.
Okay.
And then,
So am I coming? So I turn in here.
yep.
But there's a curb right there, isn't there?
No. This line right here on trailers.
Yeah.
You're going to drop your trailer along this line.
I turn in here. So I got. Oh, I'm. coming around, aren't I?
No. So which are the?
Yeah.
So,
Let me come out and actually.
okay. Yeah, I could go.
There's something I'm seeing that you're not, because you're behind the truck. So when I'm looking, you're looking at right here.
No.
Yeah, load's not even ready. Not gonna be ready till like 5:30 in the morning potentially. Go figure. So yeah, I'm doing my 10-hour break here. God bless it. People, please tell me there's a place to park this thing. There is. When I say load not ready. They are having me do a 10-hour break. Oh shit, I need to do my actual route. My route call never came in, did it? Now we can drop the trailer. Visibility check has been. Yep, got it. I'm only allowed to go 5 miles an hour, guys. I also have to call dispatch and talk to them people and let them know. Alright guys, I'll be back real quick. Gonna make sure I understand the rules and everything else, and if I have to, figure things out as we go, I guess. I don't know. Where the hell did I... Oh, right here. Alright guys, I'll be right back. And then I'll let dispatch know what the heck's going on here. Alright guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I guess we'll chat for a little bit, guys, because we're just, our load might not be ready till 5 o'clock. At the latest, it'll probably be ready by 1 o'clock in the morning, but we're not sure yet. So, we're just having to let them do what we do, you know? So yeah. So yeah, guys, we're just waiting on the load. And it's not going to be ready anytime soon. So, yay. Anywho, that's the good scoop. We're just waiting and seeing when it will be ready. That's all we can do. So how's everybody's evening going? Because we're waiting on dispatch. want to answer the phone today, do they? Alright guys, so I just sent them a message saying that I'll be doing a 10-hour break here. But you know what, I figured we'll do a little chat while we are just waiting, because I'm going to be going to sleep here. Not soonish, but anyway. But yeah, I got here. They checked my trailer, everything passed with that. And they said they hadn't even started loading my other trailer yet. So they said that the earliest it could be done is 1:30 in the morning. But they don't have an actual time on when it's going to be done. They said, we'll have you do a 10-hour break here. I'm like, cool. I can do a 10-hour break, no problem. See if the load is ready after my 10-hour break. Hopefully it is. If not, I just wait until the load's ready. This is some of the things that we run into in this field of reefer units. In drive-in, you really don't run into this kind of problem. In the reefer world, you run into this problem occasionally. It does happen. It is a normal thing. It does happen. There's nothing more than I can do. I dropped my trailer. Sent a message to dispatch. Hopefully they'll get it and let them know. Hello. But sorry about the light. My truck. The one thing about this Kenworth is I am gonna find something to put some more lights in, because these lights over here aren't really enough. They're not bright enough. Like, it's still a little dark in here, and even though I can see, it's hard for you guys to see, you know. At least this place has a lounge for us. If we need to use it, we can. They're also saying with the storm coming in, there is a bit of a storm coming in tonight that they want us to be safe on, so I think that's why they're delaying things the way they are. Sorry, my ring keeps coming off. And it's just a little bit of an annoyance, but I'm actually glad that I'm not driving tonight, because I didn't want to drive tonight. Which is fine, because I've been up for most of the day. I did take a little nap, just in preparation in case I did have to drive tonight, but I guess I don't, so I'm good with that. I sent dispatch a message. I said, hey, look, 10-hour break, potentially further. Go from there, you know. So yeah, I kind of had a feeling that was going to be the case. I'll be honest with you guys. I had a really good feeling that the load was not even going to be ready nor loaded, and they hadn't even started loading it. So that's like not happening, you know. So like my paperwork, my load information says, hold on one second, guys. My load information says 5 o'clock in the evening today for the earliest that it would be ready. Now they're saying the earliest it could potentially be ready is 1:30 in the morning. They're not even sure about that. So it's alright. That's why we have things in here. I was kind of hoping that heat would turn on already, but I guess it doesn't need to turn on. Oh, I had to hit the button again. So I just turned on the heat for the truck so that way it's not cold. So yeah, it's it was an interesting day. I took a shower, cleaned a little bit of the truck. I chilled out, watched some YouTube, called a couple of my friends, and just did what I did. And that was the best part about it, you know. Send out the reefer repairman. Nah, there was nothing wrong with the reefer. The reefer was perfectly fine. It's just the trailer that is supposed to be loaded, they have not loaded yet. They have not loaded the reefer yet. They haven't loaded that particular trailer yet. I don't know if they're waiting on product. I don't know if there was an issue with the product. Not really sure. All I know is the wonderful man at the guard shack looked up my computer, looked up the computer stuff, or looked up the load on the computer and said, yeah, it's not even close to be ready. We're looking at 1:30 earliest, maybe later. I said, I might as well just do a 10-hour break then, because I'm not gonna, you know, there's no point of leaving at 1 o'clock when I only have 3 more hours until my 10-hour break is done, you know? So what's for dinner is gonna be a TV dinner that I have. I have a couple soups up there. I have a couple soups. I had dinner earlier in preparations for this, just in case. I went to Denny's earlier and had a nice little breakfast dinner, which was pancakes, eggs, sausage, bacon, and toast. So I had that. And then I have water down here. I can have that. I have coffee. I can make coffee. And then I also have... I have a Lipton tea right here that I can drink, so that's fine. For a minute there, I thought it said diet, in which case I'm like, son of a gun, I bought diet, but that's okay. I'm prepared. Oh, and I have a bag of chips, so I'm good for dinner. I have a TV dinner that I can make later on if I get hungry. Oh, that's good. That's some good stuff right there. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's a cold too. Woo! That's cold. Oh, nice. That's good. Yeah, I can make coffee. I have a Keurig back here. I have a Keurig back here that I can make the K-Cups, which is like, I have these little things. Hold on, I have to this way. Right here. Did I eat my instant dinner yet? Did I make that? No, and I have this. I even have that. Thank God for that. I have the chow mein instant noodles thing too that I can make too, which is good. But yeah, I have this right here, guys. This is my K-Cup. So my K-Cup right here, guys, right here. I can make coffee. That's awesome. So I have food. I have food. I have to go run to Walmart and buy more stuff later next week and restock up on things. So that way this is like emergency food, like for this kind of instance where I'm stuck at a shipper for 10 hours and don't want to go driving back to a truck stop where it's going to be full. By the time I get there, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. The heat's working beautifully, which is nice. So, yeah, it's just, it's very nice, you know. So, about the headlight issue, guys. So, apparently with the Kenworths T680, if it is the halogen bulbs, which is halogens, that's a common issue. It's a common complaint that the lights work. I checked them. I went and physically checked everything. I'm like, yeah, they're on. I've double checked the lights. I've double checked everything. And I called roadside And they're like, it's a common complaint that we have with these trucks, that the lights are very dim. They're not very bright like the LEDs. They're not very bright. It is an H11 55 watt light bulb, 12 volt. So it is running on 12 volts at 55 watts, and it's halogen 11. So it's not very bright, and there's nothing I can do about that, you know? And so I'm like, crap. So it kind of deters me that the company doesn't want to upgrade to LEDs, which I understand. I really do, because let's face it, if the LED goes out, they have to not only replace that, they have to replace the entire housing unit for that particular problem. Meaning the turn signals are built in, the bright lights, everything's built in. It is much more cost efficient to replace one light bulb rather than a whole housing unit with the LEDs. And there's a whole lot more expense that goes with it. I did ask them if they were going to ever switch into it, and they're like, nope, we're not. Just the cost efficiency is not there. I'm like, yeah, well, it's not great, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So when I get the money, I'm just going to buy new light bulbs and see if that fixes the problem, just to make sure they're not dimming out, which I said it is a common thing that they said that could happen. The lights could be dimming itself out. I'm like, that's not good in the dark roads. When I have to turn on my brights just to be able to see what I'm doing, you know? Oh yeah, it is a concern. It's a concern, but I don't have any control over it. That's what I'm saying. I know it's a safety concern. They are well aware of the issue. They're not going to fix it. It's not because they're cheap. It's because of the efficiency they're trying to run. We have to look at it this way. Right now, we're in a truck recession. I mean, a freight recession. The prices have dropped per mile. The revenue has dropped. So everyone's fighting for freight at premium rates that they can get. And it's just, what can I do? You know? I agree with that, but here's the thing. If both lights are working, I have my brights on, I have my turn signal on, everything's on, everything's working, we're not at fault. Unless the driver, which is me, does something stupidly idiotic and causes the accident, then it's my fault. But if someone hits my truck and I'm doing everything correct, handing on the wheel, focusing on the road, try to avoid the accident, I will never be at fault. But if both headlights are working and everything's working on the truck and they deem that it was fine, what is there gonna say? You know? I agree with that statement. I really do. I don't like it. I'd rather just have them update the LEDs. It would be so much better for us to drive at night. I can see, don't get me wrong, I can see barely, but there's times where I have to put on the brights just to be able to see the road. If it's really dark enough, I'm putting on brights anyway, you know. I'll see. I'm gonna ask somebody if I can put a light bulb that's maybe higher wattage or something different that would be brighter, if it's possible. I'm gonna ask somebody about that and see if there's a way I can do that. But then comes the risk of other problems, wiring and all that stuff. So, yeah, I think it's just something I have to deal with, and yeah, I think that would be the only downfall of this piece of equipment right here, is the lights absolutely suck. I try to drive in the daytime anyway as much as possible, just so they are aware of it. And that way they have the understanding of it. But there's times where they don't, you know? So it's sad. It really truly is sad. But at the same time, I can agree with that, you know? I'm not running the company, I just work for the company. I can report, I can address my concerns, I can mention my concerns, and I'm gonna have to push for what I think is right. But it's not, and I have to do it very respectfully, I have to do it very diligently. I have to maybe just, instead of walking into the office saying, hey, I think you should do this, I'm going to have some data to look at it. Okay? Long term, it would be nice to upgrade the entire fleet to LEDs, to convert them. However, it would be pricey. It would. And right now, given the fact that we're in a freight recession and that we're fighting for every penny that we can get within this market, I can see where they're hesitant on wanting to upgrade to the LEDs. I really can. I'm saying, why don't you start buying the trucks with the LEDs and slowly switch them out? Start integrating them in over time. I think it would be an investment well worth it. And you won't have the problems, you know? But I do not make that decision. I can just give my little 2 cents in it, you know? That's how I look at it. Which in itself is fine. You know? You know? So yeah. That's all we can do. So yeah. Gonna be fun. So yeah, we'll see. You know, see what happens, you know. That's all we can do, is wait and see what happens. So, yeah. A chatty night, you know. I did watch a really good movie called The Hotel Rwanda. I watched that again for the 4th time. I thought that was a really cool movie. It's based on a real true life events of things. One of my favorite movies to watch, actually. I watched the first time. Where was I? I think. No. Yes. So I was in 11th grade, maybe. I think I was in a history class. I had a really good history teacher, and I can't remember her name, but she was really awesome. And she taught us things that was very, very, very true to today's world and to history itself. And one of the things that we was learning about was Rwanda and how that country has gone through so much turmoil back in the 90s, the early 90s. And I found it very fascinating, and I still to this day wonder how, if we would have done our part as the United States, how we could have intervened a little sooner, how many people we could have saved. However, at the time, the UN, which was a really big thing about peace, wasn't really wanting us to intervene, which is fine. But it was more or less of just an internal conflict of the nations, and how one nationality or a particular ethnic group, should I say, is the minority leader given to, from the Belgians, gave it to the Hutus, and the Tutsis, which is the name of the tribe, the name of the ethnic group. You had the Hutus and the Tutsis, and the Hutus didn't like the fact that the Tutsis were encroaching on their land, or their country, should I say. So it was a lot of turmoil, you know. So I watched that movie for the 4th time just to get a better understanding of why, what happened, and when it happened, and why it happened. I found it very fascinating. I watch a lot of TV shows. I watch a lot of YouTube stuff. So yeah, it was very interesting, you know. But yeah, so yeah, see what happens. So yeah, so we're just doing that, you know. Holy moly, it's getting nice and warm in here. It's gonna be nice weather. I'm actually gonna turn it down a little bit because I don't want it melting. I don't want it to be too hot in here, you know. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna sign off here for the night. I'm just gonna get some sleep, and we'll start back up in the morning and see where we're gonna go. We know what we're gonna be doing. I just don't know when the load's gonna be ready. So I'm doing my 10-hour break here, and then in the morning when I wake up, see if the load's ready. If not, we'll continue to wait, and then we'll head off to Wyoming once we have the load is ready. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and I will hopefully the load will be ready in the morning. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a good night. Bye.